Hello everyone, back again doing a rare video review of some Mystic Mind Burn on Legacy of the Duelist for the Yu-Gi-Oh game. And Silent Castle requested this long ago, and so I'll just give you a rundown here. About 10 minutes in is the first time you can really see actual gameplay. It talks about the deck and stuff in the beginning. Maybe I'll go back and listen to that or whatnot. But regardless, let's get into this here. So obviously Mystic Mind, you're going to slow your opponent down until they can't do much. That's the Cauldron of the Old Man, right? Almost looks like Dragon's Mirror. Okay, Monster Reborn, he's got the Seal, Heretic Seal, not really doing anything with it, but okay. Got a Dark Bribe set, that two Prohibition set activated, and a Field Bearer with a Mystic Mind. So he's not going to really summon anything if he even plays any monsters. The more monsters he puts on the board, the more of a problem it is. Okay, well, you reckon that was a win? Oh yeah, Dimension Shifter's on there. Yikes. So he gives him the Silent Wobby. So I reckon if he gets Mystic Mine out, it's a whole situation. So you're going to Shifter, so everything's going to get banished instead of discarded. Judgment, okay. I guess that works. Mischief for the Time Goddess, or whatever card that is. I don't understand what's going on here. There's the Mystic Mine. Oh, maybe that it looks at the top of your opponent's deck. I was like, I don't think he's playing Dark Magician stuff in there, is he? That doesn't really seem really necessary. So now it's Mystic Mine. He's sitting on it. Yeah, he's got to draw a back row out. Monster Effect isn't going to help him. Goes into Phoenix. Not going to help him. So he gets to pick the cards that the opponent's going to be drawing over the next 3 turns, I guess, based on that Mischief, Time Goddess, whatever that is. It's one of the Valkyrie cards, I remember. It's not Mischief of the Time Goddess. It's something Oracle, or it's a little blurry. I apologize. I can't do anything about that. Got the Dark Bribe, old favorite for sure. That's going to come in handy. We already judgmented him once. So we're just going to sit here on Mystic Mine until he draws the out. There's the Cauldron. That's a burn card. I do believe it's like Wave Motion Cannon, almost. Where Wave Motion Cannon, every turn, it's 1,000 extra points added up. The bad thing is if it dies, you lose, as many points as you've added up. Not lose them, but you can't inflict that much damage to him. You lose your card. It's a continuous card that has to stay on the board. Okay, there's Dark Magician coming out. I wouldn't Judgment. You don't have Judgment to summon? Why? I don't know that I agree on that, inherently. He still is fine. He's got Magical Ice Fuse, now he's got a 5,000 monster. All he needs is the MST. Well, 2 MSTs. 3 MSTs. Yeah, he had that one. There's no point really even going on about that one. Oh wow, he's got the mine for sure already. Grab the trap. You want to grab Dark Bribe. Yeah. You can Prohibition for... what are you scared of, though? I don't know if he could have given him the Silent Wobby, but I don't see why he wouldn't. I guess you don't have to, so he just held it. Assumes there's going to be a monster on board. Oh, Cosmos! Yay! They're going to get locked out! As Dalton says, lockout, tag out. It's actually quite the opposite. It's a factory term. Okay, going for good wit. Oh, you had to wait for the special. Now you're sitting there, pal. You're gonna be hurting. You're gonna be in trouble here because, oh my gosh, he even went in with the dang, the final countdown. I'd call MST maybe, or you gonna call it Cosmo card? I mean, I play MST in my deck because I'm smarter. I don't know what he's thinking here. I doubt he's playing Dark Hole. Draw some more cards. Give him another monster. Use Pathfinder if you want. Don't give him the Gamma. Even though it probably doesn't really matter in this situation too much. I mean, he can just easily get the win with the final countdown and the Mystic Mine. Is definitely a possibility. I mean, I guess you play Cosmojo. That would be one of the main cards that would out the situation. Otherwise, it's going to be a struggle. You can't attack and you can't use card effects, monster effects. You got the Dark Bribe whenever you can get to another. Excuse me, you can get to another Mystic Mine or important card that you want with Pathfinder. The only field spell he probably plays is Mystic Mine, and I thought he was only playing one Mystic Mine in the deck, which actually kind of surprised me, but I guess it makes sense in the two. But you're really sitting there waiting on one card. Better work out for you. There's the Mojo. That was what I was expecting. Why didn't you? I would have Dark Bribe there. I wouldn't have Judgment. You didn't need a Judgment there. Here's they draw another card. Can't do anything with it. No matter what they draw, you're going to have the Judgment. Nice. Cosmos are playing Mystic Mine in there too, like a bunch of scrubs. Good job, scrubs. He's like, what? Why is there Mystic Mine in here too? Yeah, that happens. Yeah, like I said, Mojo's the one you want to stop. That's the only card in the deck that would really cross my mind as a problem for this. You get the field barrier, you're going to have extra protection. You got the Dark Bribe for a negate. He can't go down though. Like you can length down to a 1, but there's no way to like Dark Hole. That's what you need. Okay, you have a bigger monster. Cool. Now what? He played that out well with the prohibition on the Mojo for sure. That's my only real concern in this situation. And Walker, yeah, that's it. Alright, guys, well, I reckon it stopped. Let me see if I can get it back here in time or if it takes forever. Dang, the battery goes down quickly. It went down like 10% within like 10 minutes. Okay, where did that go? Okay. I want to hear kind of what he was thinking here with his build. Here and here. Yeah, I thought it was really well. It's a build that I would not have inherently came up with exactly, but he seemed like he knew what he was mostly doing and so forth. So. So his only monsters are Shifter, Pathfinder, and
Any
Wabi.
card is then banished until the end of your next turn. So that means, yeah,
You have to play an extra deck too for the
combo
extravagance.
decks like any combo deck, General, Goki, Dark Magician. You've got Salmon Grades, you've got Cyber Dragons. None of them are the cards being banished. So I don't further ado, adios. That's enough to make most decks want to leave. Pathfinder cards, you literally tribute it, and you can add Mystic Mind from your deck to your hand. So
I like Shifter.
on top of this, on top of your
I don't like being in the position
terraforming, demise of the land,
not
we have
having
got
my
many
stuff,
ways to
but
get Mystic
you
Mind
need
from
cards
deck to
that are
hand.
annoying
We're
like
running
that.
3 copies of Silent
in my
Wabi
opinion.
because Mystic Mind does destroy itself if you have no
People
monsters
that whine
on
are
the field.
probably the ones
So
that
in
are
this
doing
card,
the most
you can
broken
simply just
stuff.
special summon it to your opponent's side of the field, and then you can slap down
I feel
Mystic
for
Mind, which would automatically
the people who aren't like that,
resolve the mind. So then that
struggle.
means, yep, they're out of monster effects. A downside is if you do play Silent Wabi to summon it to your opponent's side of the field, yes, they get to draw a card, but you gain 2,000 life points, so it's not really that bad. Then we've got Cauldron of the Old Man, guys. This is one of the burn cards we have on top of Final Countdown and on top of our Wave Motion Cannon. So Cauldron of the Old Man, guys, during each turn you can either gain 500 life points or for each counter, or inflict 300 points of damage for each counter Cauldron has. It gains a counter each turn, so that means more and more turns you can inflict 300 points of damage. If your opponent has 8,000 life points when you play Cauldron, within 7 turns you win. Then, guys, we've got Demise of the Land. So with this, should your opponent special summon any monster, you get to take Mystic Mind from your deck and automatically activate it. So this is like another. This is like the spell version of Metaverse.
Question is, was Mystic Mind at 1?
We can protect Mystic Mind from being destroyed.
Or did he just choose not to only play 1?
If you have Mystic Mind and Field Barrier in your hand and you're going first,
we'll see.
You can play Mystic Mind and play Field Barrier and then end your turn, because Field Barrier does protect Mystic Mind from being destroyed through its own effect. So please bear that in mind.
Dang!
You've got 1 copy of Final Countdown.
That's gross.
Because it's just another burn card. Basically, this is the longest card to resolve because you pay 2,000 life points, and after 20 turns have passed, you win the duel. So that means, guys, Final Countdown is great if you can buy it with Mystic Mind, because you just basically store your opponent out for 20 turns. We have got Goddess Goad's Oracle. The reason why we're running this, guys, is because you can check your opponent's side. So each turn you get to check your opponent's top 3 cards of their deck.
That's gross.
And you get to rearrange it in any order. So that means you can control what card your opponent's going to draw, which can kind of screw them over until you say you're stalling out to get Mystic Mind. You can basically control what they're going to draw, so they can't basically OTK you or basically beat you. We've got 3 copies of Left Arm Offering. With this, you can banish your entire hand to either get Mystic Mind. You could get access to one of your burn cards if you've already got Mystic Mind. The sky's the limit with Left Arm Offering. We have got Mystic Mind. I can't believe I'm doing this. Mystic Mind in this deck, guys, in this game, thank God, is limited to 1. If it was at 3 like the TCG, I'd want to commit suicide. It's really bad. So Mystic Mind, guys, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, they cannot attack and they can't play any monster effect, which is really great. And also, it swaps if you have more monsters than they do. If you both have the same amount of monsters, Mystic Mind is destroyed, and also if you have 2 monsters, if you both have the same amount of monsters, Mystic Mind will destroy itself during the end phase. So that's what I mean, guys. We have Field Barrier will protect Mystic Mind if you go first with it.
What more should I say?
Because, like I say, we are not going to be special summoning at all in this deck.
I only ran into it one time. I didn't really struggle too much.
So
I always pretty much refused to play it, even though I probably should have.
Extravagance is again the exact same
thing
as part of duality. You just basically get to draw 2 cards because you do not care about your extra deck.
What was that deck called? The new Infernoble
3
Knight?
copies of Prohibition, because you can declare 1 card your opponent.
Soul Day,
one card in the game. And should your opponent have that card, they cannot activate its card effects. So what I mean by that is you can say like Cosmic Cyclone. Because then Cosmic Cyclone, even with Mystic Mind and Field Barrier, can out Mystic Mind. So you can just say Cosmic Cyclone, and your opponent can no longer activate Cosmic Cyclone for the rest of the duel. Obviously, you would depend on if you know what deck your opponent's playing, you can play Bracelet Prohibition to stop their key cards. So if you're going up against, I don't know, Cyber Dragons, you're going to hit maybe Cybernetic trap card, so then they can't banish cards, or so they can't destroy your cards. You could, if you go up against Salmon Grades, you might want to pitch the Raw or pitch the Rage again to stop your opponent from negating cards. So that's why you use Prohibition. Terraforming because it's just a quick, easy way to get to Mystic Mind. Wave Motion Cannon, because it's another version of Cauldron of the Old Man. Wave Motion Cannon will inflict 1,000 points of damage. It gains a counter, so then that means you send it to the graveyard and it inflicts 1,000 points of damage for each counter it has. So that means you need 8 turns to win with Wave Motion Cannon. Traps, guys, we're running 3 copies of Dark Bribe, 1 copy of Metaverse, and then 3 copies of Solemn Judgment.
The reason why I'm running
these specific traps is because Dark Bribe, judge your opponent activate a spell or a trap, which is the only way to out Mystic Mine. You can negate it. Yes, they draw a card, but if it's a monster, it's going to be dead anyway. Metaverse is just basically the trap version of Terraforming, so again, it's another way to get to Mystic Mine.
On your opponent's turn too, but it can be Ash.
Judgment, because it's mainly for the spell and trap is activated. You can pay half your life points and negate and destroy that spell. So again,
smart.
Solemn Judgment and Dark Bribe is there to basically act as spell and trap negates, so your opponent can't out Mystic Mine through spell and traps, because Mystic Mine shuts down all monsters, so you legit don't even care if your opponent has monsters or not. And that's it for the deck, guys. I'm not going to go into the extra deck because you legit don't go into anything because you're just going to send it all to the grave with Pot of Extravagance. I know I've kind of rushed this deck a lot, but like I say, it's basically straightforward. Guys, it's freaking Mystic Mind Burn. It's freaking chimp. You don't need a lot to explain this deck. But because the replays will take that long, this is why I decided to rush through this deck as quickly as I can. Because like I say, it is the gimmiest of horriblest of control-ish decks you can possibly make in this game. The reason why I made this was Men's Combat Guru, because I really despise Guru for what they did to me last Friday. But we didn't go up against a single Guru play, which was actually kind of horrible. So yeah, guys, if you kind of didn't enjoy, hopefully you did not enjoy this deck, but if you're one of those Satanists that do, hit that thumbs up, because subscribing, everyone does help out the channel grow. And if further ado, guys, we'll play proper Yu-Gi-Oh! next video, I promise. So stay tuned for that, guys.
Maybe he's not sadist, not Satanist. Alright, guys, thanks for watching. Love you guys.